Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus. For there's an atmosphere where nothing is impossible, no disease incurable. There's an atmosphere where nothing is impossible and no disease incurable. There's an atmosphere, in the atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus. Woo. In the atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus. I'm the atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus. For there's an atmosphere where nothing is impossible and no disease incurable. There's an atmosphere where nothing is impossible and no disease incurable. There's an atmosphere, in the atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus. In the atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus. I'm the atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus. I'm the atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus, atmosphere of Jesus. There's an atmosphere where nothing is impossible and no disease incurable. There's an atmosphere where nothing is impossible and no disease incurable. There's an atmosphere, in the atmosphere of Jesus. In the atmosphere of Jesus. In the atmosphere of Jesus. Oh God, oh God. Hey, in the atmosphere of Jesus. Oh God, Manesa. I'm the atmosphere of Jesus. I'm the atmosphere of Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. I'm the atmosphere of Jesus, 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 Jesus. I'm the atmosphere of Jesus, 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 Jesus. You're the atmosphere of Jesus, God. For there's an atmosphere where nothing is impossible, no disease incurable. There's an atmosphere. There's an atmosphere where nothing is impossible and no disease incurable. There's an atmosphere in the atmosphere of Jesus, 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 Jesus. In the atmosphere of Jesus, 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 Jesus. In the atmosphere, I said. In the atmosphere of Jesus, 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 Jesus. In the atmosphere, declare it. In the atmosphere of Jesus, 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 Jesus. Lift up your voice, sing in the atmosphere. Come on. In the everybody. Jesus, 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 Jesus. In the atmosphere. Whoever you are in this place, lift up your voice and declare Jesus. In the atmosphere. Oh, in the atmosphere. Jesus, 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 Jesus.